Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Today I'm speaking to you, as correctly mentioned, this is my second speech, and I've chosen the topic of relationship and sales which I feel encompasses and reflects my background. So in a way I'd like to share a little bit about myself, but also learn a little bit about you as well in the process. Hands up, anyone who has dealt with sales or has worked in sales currently. Okay, brilliant. Quite a few of you. Has anyone heard the term, it's not personal, it's business? Use it every day. Well, I've found that working in sales, personal and the side of personal and business really comes into conflict quite often. And I'll give you an example of both. In my speech today, I have split my speech into a small experience and also a poem reflecting this topic. And especially this phrase, it's not personal, it's business. The experience. There I was, sitting in a table with her in front of me. The candlelight was glowing. I had my new clothes. I was looking at her, awaiting, seeking her attention. She saw something. It caught her eye, something or someone. "Mario," she cried. I looked bewildered. She's like, "Oh my God, I haven't seen you for 2 weeks. Do you remember that conversation we had?" I was sitting back, looking, waiting. Who is this Mario? All of a sudden, she greets him with a tight embrace. She says, "Mario, let me introduce you to George. George, this is Mario. He is the best bartender of Nicosia." She's like, "How are you? Do you remember me? We had that lovely conversation for two hours. Do you remember me?" Mario looked down. "Do you remember my name, Mario?" Mario had his head in his lap. He was ashamed. He had forgotten. He said, "If you write your name down, I will never forget it." Quick as a flash, Mario had gone behind the bar. And before we even managed to seat ourselves, resuming our conversation, he was back with the most fantastic cocktail, full of flares and stardust. My friend looked down in amazement. Not only had Mario remembered her name, but he had managed to write it on the froth of the cocktail in edible pink letters with shiny, sparkly fireworks at the same time. At that moment, I was introduced to the sales game we call life. It's not personal, it's just business. I would like to go ahead to the second part of my speech, which is the poem. It's called "The Games We Play." The image of desire is a projection from within, a constant changing checklist of values coming in. Attraction is a spark that turns the power on to lust, creating the desire for attainment, again, to be a must. We sell to each other, adding value in time, putting on masks, polishing our egos to a shine. Value is a price we attach to each other, no doubt. Driving price higher as demand rises, shout out. And demand is high as value is perceived. Attention breeds attention to other buyers to deceive. Options an array as choices must be made. Don't take it personally, it's just business, they might say. Rejection is no doubt a powerful tool, for it can cause a dire need for validation and pursuit. Pursuit raises value, raises confidence galore. You have the control, it's your choice. Show her more. I may be a salesman, but I have found evidence of sales more in my personal life than in my professional life. Every day we sell to each other, be it to our children, eat your salad, be it to our mother-in-law, how nice to see you. Be it to our husbands or our wives, trying to convince them to join our latest crazy scheme. Sometimes you get to hear this. Not tonight, honey, I have a headache. It's not personal, it's just business.